Welcome to Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to FYI. Good to have all of you on the live this morning. Good to see you folks here. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. I see Quasi Garden is here. Natasha Murphy is here as well. Dolly Anderson is here. Toys and Fun Times, that's the name of the YouTube handle, is here as well. For Toys and Fun Times. Jilly G is here too. Jilly G, how are you doing? The Floridian. How are you doing, Jilly G? Gavin Jacobs, we see you there as well. Jilly G, good morning. Good morning. Gavin Jacobs and Claire Capel. Claire. Good to have all of you on the live this morning. Lester Williams, Brenda Moore. Good to have you on the live. Tommy Gibbs is here as well. Good to have Tommy with us too. Yep. Historic times we're living in, folks. Some very, very extraordinary, historically significant times. Historical times we're living in, folks. And we're just happy that you folks are here, us simple folks. You know, us big people, we got to stick together. Augustus Andrews, Nigel Hector, Nalini Carmichael. Good to have all of you on the live this morning. Good to have you, Lester Williams, Marlon Thomas. Good morning to you too, Marlon. Good morning to you, Sheena Hazel, Lyndon Gill, Harold Boyer. Good to have all of you. Good to have Roxanne Jonas on the live this morning. Good to have Forbes Meduse. Forbes says loud and clear. Good morning, Forbes. Forbes is joining us from Brooklyn, New York. Maybe he's in Queens this morning. I don't know. He's joining us from New York. Right, Forbes? That's me there, right? You're in New York. Leon Saul. Good to have you on the live this morning. The folks are telling us that maize is on fire. Ras Leon Saul's telling us that maize is on fire. So we're going to be watching that, folks. Maize is on fire. Something goes up in flames in this country every day. Our thoughts and prayers, no doubt, with the students and teachers of May, the proprietors. I think May has changed hands recently. Our thoughts are with them. Thoughts are with them. Tis the season, folks. Tis the season. Tis the season. So wherever you're joining us from this morning, wherever you're joining us from this morning, a very good morning to you folks out there. A very good morning to you. And, you know, a lot happening, as I said. A lot happening. These are the times in which we're living. And quite a lot, folks. Quite a lot. I'm certain none of you are going to dispute that. None of you are going to dispute the cataclysmic times locally and abroad that we're living in. All right. I'm so certain none of you are going to dispute that. But these are the times, folks. These are the times. Good to have all of you here with us this morning. All right. Grateful to have all of you on the live with us this morning. Trump spoke last evening, addressed the nation. Well, I don't know like y'all, but I saw when he came into the room, came into Congress, I saw up to there, and I switched out. You know, we just come off the program, and I forgot that the folks in the West, y'all are a little ahead of us. I forgot that, so it was a long wait to 10 o'clock. But I was listening to the commentary and seeing different persons come in and listening to the commentary. And then once Trump took the door, I said, all right, I can just read the headlines and so on. I couldn't subject myself to hearing so much. Like I had enough yesterday. Yesterday was one of those days, folks. But I hope when we hold up our placards and so on, people don't vex because, see, I hope when we heckle loudly and vociferously, people don't vex. I hope. Clement Beaton, y'all watched it last evening? Maribella is on the live. O'Neill, Vanessa, Yanet is on the live as well. And Yanet says, thank you. Yanet says, I missed nothing. I didn't miss, I thought as much. I thought as much. You know, I don't got to endure the Corner Shop show on a Thursday, trying to get the valid and credible for you folks. I couldn't take 2 in 1. I couldn't take 2 sets of trash. So I pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. All right, our thoughts, again, as we come on, with all those, what's happening there at Mays to tell us the school is on fire. And I'm seeing a portion of that. Yep. The school is on fire, folks. So lots happening. And if you blink, you miss something interesting and important. So again, my thoughts with all of the persons who endured. All of the persons who endured last evening. You know, you all are braver. Let's put it that way. You all are braver than most, at least more than me. Because last night I didn't able in. You all hear me? Understand? Last night I just was not able in. Wasn't able in. So there's that happening, folks. Again, they're telling us that Mays is on fire, and we are going to continue to watch that. But good to have each and every one of you with us this morning. Again, wherever you're joining us from, great to have all of you guys on the live, and we're trying to walk at this end and chew gum at the same time. Mays, they tell us, is on fire. Again, our thoughts with all of the students there, our thoughts with all of the parents and teachers who got kids at Mays, and this is part of what we're seeing on the outside, folks. Thanks to New Source, part of what we're seeing happening on the outside there. And this is a school morning. this is a school morning, so I am hopeful that all is well there. There's no hurt, there's no injury. But that is what we're seeing again. Mays, Upper Sheriff Street, closer to the seawalls. And that's some of the sites we're seeing at Mays as we're on with you guys. Good. We're going to make sure we get as much information about that and circle back to you guys, and so you guys can be as informed when we are. Again, our thoughts and folks with all the folks at Mays who are going to be affected by that one way or the next. Trump addressed the U.S. last evening, and no doubt lots of world leaders tuned in. I tuned in for a little bit. But that being said, folks, and in terms of matter closer to home, my alma mater has its open day from Friday the 7th, I think it is. Friday the 7th, right up to the 8th. So Friday, Saturday, I think that is it. And you're invited. You know, when there's open day, you come and you tour the campus, you see what courses are being offered. And I like that UG on the Vice Chancellor Paloma Mohammed has been progressing, has been advancing. Love that. Love that fact. In so many areas, it has been moving forward and moving apace. So I love all that's happening there. I love it, love it, love it. Open day is on Friday, Saturday, I think it is. And you're welcome to go. You know, you're welcome to go. So lots happening, folks. Lots happening. The folks giving me some signals at the back. So lots happening, folks, and we're gonna try to keep you abreast with all of it. So UG has this open day. Trump spoke last night, and the Ghana Trade Unions Congress on our border matters with Venezuela says that we got to get a little more unity in this whole thing here. You know, this March 1, Saturday last, the incursion into Ghana waters. GTUC is urging national unity to defend our country's sovereignty or sovereignty, depends on which school you went to. Sovereignty. It's urging President Irfan Ali, this is the Ghana Trade Unions Congress, urging President Ali and President Vice President Barjaglio, to set aside political divisions and engage all stakeholders. Never mind you all didn't invite me to the flag raising. Never mind you didn't invite us to the oil and gas conference. National unity, engage stakeholders. That's part of what the GTUC is advocating for. Part of what they're advocating for their folks. Friends, family, and favorites. Friends, family, favorites, and flatterers. You know, I like root for this small man. I don't know about you. Do you guys have a natural inclination, a natural predisposition to root for this small man, the underdog? Saw recently 2 miners challenged the government. They had scores and scores of their mining leases revoked by the government. Marlon Thomas, they said, let me go to court. Marcy Agard, let's go to court. You know the people don't like when you carry them to court. Oh, they must drag you before the courts. But when you carry them, oh, it's an abuse in the process. It's abuse. Oh, this case has no validity. They'll conceive. Y'all know the verbose AG. Well, the Chief Justice dig it up in them yesterday. The Chief Justice dig it up in them, Don Davis. Dig it up in them with the wickedness, and ruled in favor of these 2 miners. You know, Bradford and I think one Narayan, took the government to task, top to bottom, AG and Vikram. Soon as they believe you got a little lenience, they come try to put you up the lanyard. They would sell the land with the U house on it, pull out the rug from under you. Chief Justice, I fallen yesterday. Drop kick them. That's a whole wrestling fan, you know. Drop, close line and drop kick them. Drop kick them yesterday. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I like who they were represented by. This is the GGMC was represented by Ralph Ramkaran, and the AG represented the state, of course, and you go down and you go down and you go down for one time. Chief Justice lambaste all of them, top to bottom. Lambaste all of them. So you mustn't thrive in this country, though. You mustn't thrive in this country unless they want you to thrive, of course. Unless they want you to thrive, of course. Listen, Andrew, Godfrey, Yvette, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Jilly G and June, Marcia Glenford, Nigel Plas. We need a reset to with politics. I find we're in an old fighting mode. We're in an old fighting mode. We need a new political dispensation in this country. If we are to survive further into the 21st century, and not just survive, if we are to thrive and flourish, every Guyanese, we got to overhaul this thing, man. We got to overhaul this thing. Overhaul it. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. We got to overhaul it. Right? This kind of a rancorous, divisive, backward politics. Backward. For my whole life, we've heard about all of the natural resources we got. And we heard we had oil and gas. You know, it's definitive now. If we got all of that, Naomi and Gail and Marlene, and people still suffering, born as a sufferer, we're wicked. Ain't we wicked? Ain't we wicked? Top to bottom, we go overhaul this thing. Sometimes I wonder if the father marching around the desert till some of them dead out. You know the state funeral some of them want. I ain't calling names. If you call them, I go, you know the state funeral some of them want. We gotta get rid of them, vote them out, and then overhaul this old politics, the old political system that says, for me to get forward, you got to stay behind. And especially in a time like now, especially in the era that we're living in internationally, we got to change course and save this country. So I'm happy that these miners found favor, their argumentation found favor with the courts. And that is why you see the courts here blocking a lot of things for them, you know. Right? Blocking a lot of things. If you think we've had hardship, imagine if we had a court that just bending over. If we had a judiciary that just bending over. And that is why they are seeking, even at that level, to put in friends, family, and favorites. Even at that level. They want this kind of pushback, you know. 32 claims, they don't have them claims set for the nanny, the cousin, the auntie, the aja, the nephew. So I'm happy to see The court system is working. The court system is working. You know, last night a lot of the justices from the Supreme Court didn't show up. The majority, I learned, did not show up to listen to Trump and the nonsense. The majority of them, that's what I heard, did not show up. Yep. Where do you think is one thing bothering me in this country? Where do you think is one thing, my Lord, how you could trust the PPP? Huh? The whole thing busts out. The whole thing busts up. That gold is a fraud, top to bottom. Top to bottom. You know, and even in the face of the evidence, I saw one person saying, oh, this thing can't be true. One university in the US says that they got no affiliation with them. None. And people sit down in class. This is how wicked this government is. Sit down in class. Class. Doing work and assignments. Thinking that they're in Staffordshire. Or Staffordshire University. Right? And the people say they don't know them. No, Jacob Upadey, he himself, former Vice Chancellor of the University of Guyana. He never them by tick now. He has lost all sense of professionalism and independence. And of course, by now you know he's attend PP rallies and so on, put on his red and so on. And you should know also that this is the fella, the man that heading the gold program, same fella, he supervised Irfan's doctoral thesis at UE. And he come down and get his brown bag. He come down and get his brown bag. The university said, I don't know y'all. Like on that great and terrible day, when the Lord of hosts himself shall say, depart from me, I never knew you. That's what the university is saying. And in spite of all of that, you know what I love about it? We're not just saying it. Stabrook News spoke with the university. University said we have no affiliation with them. And this government still saying, yes, we got links with them. They can't show you any documentation, but they're saying we got links with this university, and quietly trying to put the students that are in different degree programs in university onto other universities now. That the whole thing busts up top to bottom. Now that the whole thing busts up, how you could trust people like that? Who knowingly, God damn it, David Papin, why you going to class every day? Michelle Justice, Siobhan, Leslin. Guy going to some class, I don't know who. And the students don't take our word for it. Don't even take Starbucks News word. Go on the gold program, go on them thing and see if them students commenting. Some of them said they always knew. They raised a lot of red flags. And they're always being pushed around. Neon Harding, thank you. Maids on Fire. Thoughts and prayers to all those folks. Why people being pushed around in this country? And then they come and say they care. And then prayer. Who at the drop of a hat gonna post on social media? Who at the drop of a hat gonna video on social media? Prayer God MIA. That's how they do it. Once controversy come, they die down a little bit. They go into hiding, and then when the danger pass, you're going to see Ramson going to emerge just now. Same fella that tell them, don't invite me to flag raising. Don't invite me to matrimony. He in hiding right now like prayer. And once the danger pass, they put up the head again. Fair weather leaders. Fair weather leaders. How Susan didn't know this? Thank you, Naomi. Guyana, did you know some of the programs in gold fake and fraudulent? Did you know? Well, you know, prayer gonna come and say like the Madia report, the Madia school report. I didn't see anything on my desk. I want to see it and I pass it to Jacob over there, but he didn't take no action. It's not me. We need to see why into this. This is, I told you, they are so duplicitous. They've taken it to an art form. And then the big head corner shop showman, he can come tomorrow and talk some mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo. Boardness not gonna ask you tomorrow about this. He gonna ask you about who got sanction and sanction and sanction. They're wicked. I want you to know, this is, you got students going every day, online, offline, wherever, studying for exams, and you all know you all have no affiliation with the university, Staffordshire or Staffordshire. No, we tend to say the Shire, but some folks just say sure. No, Staffordshire. Open there, he supervises Irfan doctoral thesis. And once Irfan got his PhD, suddenly he's had a goal. And they're bothered with that, no? They are not bothered by that at all. They're not bothered by that at all. Diana, did you know? Did you know? Diana, did you know? They might say 80% of the cash grant share. I like them with the percentages, you know. All of them around Harvard Bridge, 95% complete. Oh, this road, 35. Bellevue, 10%. Birmingham, 49. They like these percentages to hoodwink. You can believe a word they say. You can believe a word they say. If you die, your family could collect the 100,000. Your spouse, your wife, your children. But then tell you how. Oh, this is the website, this is the form. A lot of people are asking how. Could you imagine? This cash grant was announced the 10th day of October last year. And then boys know you got to wait so long. You could cramp out waiting. But we got you. We got you. This just goes to partial funeral expense. You can dig a hole, buy 2 blocks, and lock you up in there. Dig a hole with it. Dig a hole with it, folks. You think there's one thing wrong in this country? Oh, yes, your spouse will get it. Oh, yes, the children can get it. But how? With the officer, we could go knock on the door. Where? Paddy Price. Paddy Price. Folks, we got another 10 minutes or so with you guys. Then we got to make a beeline. Paddy Price. You know? Zulfikar Mustafa, Minister of Agriculture, went up to Berbice yesterday and he was hoping to be Suha Wade. See? He was hoping to get a mala and all of that. Once the farmers started talking back for the rights, once they start speaking up, he said, cut the life, cut the life, cut the life. Cut the life. They care. They care. You can't talk, you know. They want to do all the talking. You can't talk. You can't speak. Something happened yesterday, folks.
This crop, 233,000 acres have been planted around the country. The yield are good. We are getting approximately 40 bags per acre. Right? Probably you not make that. Approximately, I'm saying on average, Mr. Listen here, I don't know how you calculate things. That's the point. You're very indisciplined, you know. Please, please, comrade me meeting, please. Keep him out, and when you're done, you got talk. Very indisciplined. You're a very indisciplined big man. Very indisciplined. You don't have no respect. Right? I am telling you an average yield per acre is 40 bags around the country. You might not get 40 bags, or your around your people might not get 40 bags, but the average yield around the country is about 40 bags.
Keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. We care. Keep your mouth. Rice farmers are saying that's nonsense. It's correcting in real time. The man is correcting him, you know, and saying you're lying, Mustafa. You're telling untruths. You're dishonest. That's what the man really trying to say there, you know. Like with the gold scholarship, you're dishonest. People know them. Keep your mouth. You say the same thing about me. Same thing about me. You. Right. Chances are the man pussy there, you know. He want to listen to the man. He want to be the only person talking. You. Keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. Yes. Keep your mouth. That's how they talk to people. You're very disrespectful. They say about me all the time. You keep your mouth. Keep your mouth. The people that care, folks. The people that care. I want you all know on the back foot, you know. I want you all know on the back foot. On the back foot. And if we could do a couple things right. You see, them boys' history, you know. If we could do a couple things right. I hope self-interest don't take me over. Who want leader? Who want prime minister? I just want we win. I just want we win. That's all. Maybe it mean I got to stay out of government because I'm disrespectful. I just want we win. What is it going to take for us to win? Then the back foot. We got to capitalize on some situations. Can we do it? We're on the back foot. You know, this government got a lot of questions to answer. Because if y'all say y'all not doing business with the Mohammed, how come part of y'all signing thing and agreeing, and then when thing come to light here, it's not going to be extended? Again, it is the duplicitous nature of the PPP. And I have no doubts. I have no doubts that they're having some back channels with the Mohammeds. And I think the father alluded to that. Look, if this boy calm down, if this boy knows his place, there's one chat tree, well, two, in this party. If this little boy calm down himself, all this trouble gonna go away. This is the playbook of the PPP. Once you start talking up, once you start walking up, GRA can call you. Police gonna call you. I hear you write something on social media. What do you mean by that? Yes, Sammy. You in some longer lines than usual. The people got boats. Whatever is the process, they applied and were approved to drive the boat. Suddenly they're unapproved. It's like every day after didn't go there and more shares and more likes and more people turn up to listen to him. It's less things being approved, more things being unapproved. There can't be one Guyana, man. There can't be one Guyana. it begins to look a certain way after a certain time. Right? But I am certain the Mohammeds could trash out their own problems. Right? What worries me is ordinary Guyanese who don't have their pull. When the system works against them, just because people perceive, you got some allegiance somewhere. You see Guyana Daily News trying to link him. His opposition, he can be the presidential candidate. They come after you because you have a contrary voice. In your own deliberate judgment, you want to see things go a certain way. And these folks would come out with everything, They know when you're going and when you come out. And that's why I understand. People might come, they give us a donation to keep our program going, and they say, don't call my name. Don't call my name. People send you a message. They say, when you finish reading, delete it from your phone for me. Delete it from my phone. Delete it. That's the perception people have. It's a police state. It's a police state. I was in Linden many moons ago, doing a walkabout, and I remember now, real back street. Man got a little shop. Never saw him before in my life, but he's an ardent viewer of the program, might be watching us right now. And I remember him saying, lots of these issues with the border and national service and so on. He said, I understand it, I lived it. I said, Mama's calling the program 1 or 2 times a man to give your opinion, because when he started talking and sharing his experience, I said, this man is an expert. I said, Mama's calling the program 1 or 2 times. It's so long ago, we still had our podcast. And we coming back to our podcast, mind you. I said, Mama's calling the man. He said, no. They see this little business I got here? I didn't want it to get affected. Man has a small shop. Respect and manners to him. In a back street somewhere in Linden. And if he can be fearful of retribution for his views, that's what struck me. I said, no. I said, you're going to show your face, Mine won't call any vice before it. But I understand it, because this is what happens. Once them boy feel threatened, the knives come out. Well, prepare for Thursday and the mumbo jumbo on the Mohammeds. Prepare for the mumbo jumbo on the gold scholarship. Bear mumbo jumbo, manga sanga. Prepare for it. The rice farming issue, mumbo jumbo. Prepare for it. When you bite it down, they can be neither here nor there. This is about political survival now. Whatever it takes, whatever they need to do will be done. Of course, by now, Nazar Muhammad, patriarch, T. Muhammad, took to social media yesterday. Here's some of what he said.
To say that anyone who associates themselves with the Mohammeds would be sanctioned is ludicrous. Nasruddin Muhammad, since after the sanction, people took tens of thousands of pictures with him, and I'm not aware of anyone being sanctioned. The US government wouldn't sanction someone for taking picture with someone. They have spoken about lots of people has lost their visas. I'm in this, and I'm totally unaware of that. Daily News and Guyanese Critic, they are 2 surrogates of the ruling administration. They put numbers to it. But what I know is that a lot of people lost their visas who are closely connected with the administration. These are not people who are known to us. I don't know them. Azruddin don't know them on a personal level. If my son wants to go into politics, that is his choice. I will advise him on integrity and so forth as a father towards the son. And I want to ask the public to be vigilant, because too many things start happening. I don't rule out the possibility of an assassination attempt to my son because strange occurrences started to happen. I have a lot of things that I would be talking about as time goes on. There is this Guyanese businessman who has been buying gold from Venezuelan men dressed in military uniform, 99.9% gold, export it, return the money to a Citibank, billions of US dollars within a 4-year span, almost put the country financial system into crisis. And nothing has been done about that. And I will be speaking a lot on that issue.
Yeah. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. And watch and see how that pans out. Gonna watch and see how it pans out. Our mumbo jumbo. Lots of phone calls last evening. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. See, because they have to have a narrative, you know. They have to have a narrative that ensures the survival of the PPP. That ensures the survival. Folks, let's leave it there for this morning. We want to run off and keep an eye on this major fire happening at the May School as we speak. We want to take a look at that. And we're going to come back, as you know, at the end of the day, give you a breakdown of all that happened. Keep you all hands on the pulse of what's going on and what's going down. This was happening at Mays as we speak, folks. The entire school, they tell us, is engulfed. We want to keep our eyes on that, and we can keep you guys up to date with the valid and credible information. That's our time for this morning, and that's our program. Thank you guys for joining us. Top to bottom, Fire Nation. Marcia, Andrew, Jilly G, Heaven Faith, Christopher, Siobhan, Lester. Thanks for joining us, folks. That's our time today. Share the live for us. Smash that emoji button. Partner with us too to keep us going. And stay safe. Stay.